Please bow with me. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to gather here today, Lord. Today we want to thank you for the wonderful times we have had at GCT. Thank you for the amazing teachers who helped us every step of the way and always made us feel special. Thank you for our awesome administration, and thank you for all the friendships we made along the way. I ask that as we depart into this unpredictable thing that we all call life, that you would grant us wisdom to know what to do and courage to act on it. Thank you for sending your Son in our place. In your name I pray, amen. You may be seated.
Good evening. I am Chad Jordan, high school principal, and on behalf of the Greene County Tech School Board, administration, faculty, and staff, I would like to welcome each of you to the 2018 Greene County Tech High School commencement exercises. At this time, I would like to recognize the parents, guardians, and grandparents of the graduates. I want to thank every one of you for your sacrifices and major role that you have played in getting the graduates to this point in their lives. We at Greene County Tech School District appreciate all you have done. If you are a parent, guardian, or grandparent of one of the graduates, please stand as we applaud your efforts and sacrifices. Thank you. You may be seated. Yesterday, we had our Senior Honors Day. We worked hard to make sure that we recognize every student's accomplishments. There are 2 students that did not get a scholarship recognized, so we'd like to recognize them tonight. Students, please stand when I call your name. Kane Wilson received the Don Ellison Memorial Scholarship for $500, and Lauren King has received a Regent Scholarship to Southeast Missouri State worth $11,364 per year for 4 years, totaling $45,456. Please join me in applauding these 2 students' achievements. This year, the senior class has 256 graduates. These graduates have been awarded over $5.6 million in scholarship money to date, and the number is rising as the scholarships are still coming in. Please join me in applauding their high academic achievement. And now, please enjoy the evening.
As we finish the final steps of our journey, it's important to recall not only the experiences of these past 13 years, but the lessons learned through them as well. The song we chose for our class, In Color by Jamie Johnson, represents this idea quite well. We can all agree with his message that our experiences aren't defined by pictures in our yearbooks or in the senior slideshow. If you dig a little deeper, you can even remember what those moments felt like and how they affected who you are today. From winning games at field day to beating Paragould and getting the belt back, these are feelings we can never forget. Speaking of the bell, you also wonderfully chose bell gold as one of our class colors. Now, you may not have had any other reason than that for choosing the color, but gold is still very symbolic in itself. Other than the obvious wealth and social status, gold also represents knowledge and confidence. Hopefully, these are both traits we have gained throughout our years here at Tech. And we can probably all recall a time or two when these traits have shown their true colors. Especially now, as we confidently walk across this stage to receive our diplomas, a sign of the knowledge we have gained and the result of our hard work, we can reminisce on our efforts throughout the years, and it's easy to see those moments that have shaped our character. Oddly enough, both Pearl, our other class color, and our class flower, the white rose, hold similar meanings. They pay homage to new beginnings and express hope for the future. My hope for the future is that every one of us make the most of our lives and remember who we are. It's easy to forget what we've learned and fall into the routine of life. Instead, it's important to look back at where you've been to have a clear vision of where we're going on our next journey. So I leave you with this, a quote from the very inspirational man known as Ferris Bueller. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
As I speak about success tonight, the first thing I must do is thank God, because without Him, all of my successes would have been impossible. To many of us throughout our lives in school, that success was probably getting a paper turned in on time or getting to school on time, even though for some, more of a success was being late because you got extra sleep. As a school together this year, we've had many successes in different organizations. I mean, the football team got the bell back, the choir had state champion groups, band had grand championships at 2 competitions this year, and any other group you look at in the school, they have accomplished many things. Along the way to these successes, I would say that every group had a time where they were discouraged, thought it was impossible, and wanted to give up, but none of them did, and they all eventually achieved in the end. As we move forward with our lives, we must have the same never give up mentality if we want to succeed. But what exactly is success in our future outside of high school? Many people believe that to be successful after high school, you must make a lot of money, have a nice house, or be famous. But I believe that the most successful people are those who find happiness in their adult lives. So when I say that you must have a never give up mentality to succeed, I mean you can never give up pursuing what makes you happy, because happiness is what makes you the most successful in life. I hope when each one of us gets old, we can look back on our lives and say, wow, I was incredibly successful because I pursued this dedication and happiness in everything I did.
Today is the day we have all been waiting for, high school graduation. How do we measure the time we spent in school? Our parents are wondering where the time has gone, but as for most of us, we thought this day would never get here. We started our school journey as children, but we are walking across this stage today as adults because of the love and support we have all been given from our families. So to our families, I would like to say thank you for always supporting us in more ways than we can imagine. You got us out of bed in the morning, made sure we were properly fed and clothed, and that we got to school safely. You encouraged us, sat through all the games and events, and put up with all our complaints and attitudes. You are the reason we are here today accomplishing a major milestone. So on behalf of all the graduates, thank you. I know that I would not be standing here today had it not been for everything my family has done for me over the years. I would like to say thank you to my parents for teaching me what hard work truly looks like, encouraging me to do my very best, and teaching me to always have the courage to follow my dreams. I would also like to thank them for giving me everything I will need to achieve success in the future and for always loving and supporting me. To me, family is not limited just to our blood relations, but it also includes our closest friends, who have always been there to support us. Over the years, we have all found these special people in some way or another, whether it was in the classroom, a sport, or an extracurricular activity. These chosen family members are another reason that we are here today. They have taught us how to grow socially, what it means to have a person's respect, and have pushed us to be the best versions of ourselves. After we walk across this stage tonight, the lessons taught to us by our family and our chosen family will always be with us as we journey through life. So graduates, thank your families every chance you get and remind them that every end has a new beginning because none of us would have gotten here without them. Thank you.
Now it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. The reason you all got up this morning, and the reason why we're all gathered here tonight. The Salutatorian address. Now many of you may be wondering, what does Salutatorian even mean? I mean, I don't know, but for a little perspective, I'd like to open up with a quote from one of history's prolific philosophers, Dale Earnhardt. Second place is just the first place loser. I mean, think about it. Who won the silver medal in the 2006 Olympic ice hockey games? No one knows and no one cares. So while 20 years from now, you may not remember the name of the salutatorian of the class of 2018, Justin Kane Wilson, there are some memories that none of us will ever forget. The things that we've been taught will always be with us. One thing that cannot be taken away from you is your knowledge. Basketball has made me who I am today. It taught me to support others, hold myself accountable, and set my goals high. It was the biggest part of my life. I miss being with my closest friends every day. The aching after every workout, and the countless hours spent in the gym. I'll miss the jam sessions before every game, the sound of a packed gym, and the brotherhood that can never be forgotten. While basketball instilled me in these things, my family helped mold me into who I am today. Growing up, my mom was the perfect example of what it looked like to work hard, have determination, and to earn everything I received. She taught me to sail my boat with perseverance when the waters were rough. And this has never been more true than this year as my mom battles an autoimmune disease. I've always wanted to make her proud because of the role she plays in my life. And with her diagnosis, my motivation to accomplish this has only intensified. My grandpa always set the example in my home of what it was like to live a faith-based life. He has inspired me to live a life that mirrors Christ. While he is the one who helped spark my relationship with God, Robert Piercy was the one who helped root me in God's Word. He always stands ready to give the right advice, teaches me to do everything with excellence, and teaches me how to live a life of humility. Although these people provided me with the skills to live an ideal life, it was my job to make it a reality. As I finally reached my sophomore year, I was able to dip my toes in the water as I took my first college-style course, participate in homecoming, and finally get a taste of what it's like to be a big kid. Of course, that year flew by because I was still able to have a little fun, but then came junior year, the most academically demanding and the most stressful. From ordering senior rings to the multiple AP classes that kept me studying till late at night, or simply getting enough sleep for the next day. I was glad that was over. I then became the top dog, a senior. The year of many lasts. The year that I finally became a grown-up. The year that Garrett Stovall threw the Hail Mary to Eli Mason at the horn to beat the Rams 36-35 and win the bell back. Oh yeah, and don't forget Connor Justice's amazing block. That night would definitely be hard to forget, but now it's all over. The things we had to give up are long gone. While mine was basketball, I know each of you have things that you're leaving behind as well. While all those experiences made us who we are today, they don't define you or me. You can be anything and everything that you want to be. A prestigious man once said, "Never stop fighting until you arrive at your destined place." That is the unique you. Have an aim in life. Continuously acquire knowledge, work hard, and have perseverance to realize the great life. So class of 2018, do just that. Find what motivates you, overcome any obstacles in your way, and soar like eagles. Most of all, though, keep your eyes on God, and let Him be your way, your truth, and your light. Thank you.
Before I begin, I'd like to share with you all an excerpt from the Bible, specifically Ecclesiastes 1, verses 4 through 7. A generation goes, and a generation comes, but the earth remains forever. Also, the sun rises and the sun sets, and hastening to its place, it rises there again. Blowing toward the south, then turning toward the north, the wind continues swirling along, and on its circular courses, the wind returns. All rivers flow into the sea, yet the sea is not full. To the place where the rivers flow, there they flow again. The fossil record tells us that humans in our modern form have been walking the earth for around 200,000 years. Our ancestors have witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth and death of entire ways of thinking. The embers of that rich and storied past are now brought before us, waiting to be kindled by the fire of our will and the warmth of our hearts. The torch borne by our ancestors has finally been passed to us. We are the rightful heirs to this eternal flame. We are the heirs to the legacy of the past. Tonight is the night that we inherit the earth. Its future is in our hands. We are the rulers of this lonely blue globe. And although our ancestors have mistreated it and each other, we now have control. We will do better. It is our responsibility to cast off that legacy, to break the ancient cycle. We will not do as our ancestors have done. We will do better. It is our generation that will pave the way to a universal fellowship, regardless of race or creed. It is our generation that will innovate and discover. It is our generation that will protect the earth and her resources. We are the best and brightest this world has yet seen, and we, more than any, are capable of ushering in a new age. An age of peace, prosperity, and righteousness is coming, and we are its heralds. It is we who will put our past behind us, and it is we who will realize the full potential of mankind.
Would the first row of graduates please stand for the presentation of the diplomas? Logan Blake Smith, valedictorian. Justin Kane Wilson, salutatorian. Whitney Renee Skaggs. Marcus Wesley Pillow. Anna Rose Shane. Kirsten Brienne Grubb. Isabella Edith Wood. Mallory Claire McNamara. Hannah Lauren Sharp. Catherine Elise Hankins. Kaylee Joe King. Chloe Elizabeth Hudson. Timothy Michael Rowland.
You don't want to know what I did for those.
Eli Ryan Mason. Alyssa Haley Moore. Gabrielle Alexis Hudson. Grace Lynn Dial. Braden Christopher Hatley. Peyton Jeffrey Gio. Lauren Allison King. Evelyn Lisette Hernandez. Amanda Danielle Oden. Ashlyn Avery Adams. Lexi Brooke Blanton. Hallie Elizabeth Rosen. Madeline Elizabeth Gordon. Paige Lauren Mosslander. Allie Louise Thomas. Jordan Leanne Everett. Skylar Jade Boyd. Chandra Tatiana Subarano. Kirsten Grace Hovis. Connor David Justice. Bradley Lane Meadows. Taylor Lee Sandusky. Lexus Elizabeth Ann Spillman. Cody Michael Dorch. Allison Alexis Fowler. Reed Trace Whitaker. Addison Love Fryer. Madison Ann Mitchell. Kaylee Leanne Edgar. Colton Marcus Dowdy. Corey Elizabeth Ann Pflugerad. Robert Alexander Robinson. Ashlyn K. Messer. Grace Elizabeth Bulkley. Perry Michelle Shaw. Destiny Ray Griffin. Savannah Leanne Faber. Hunter Allen West. Peyton Hope Bowling. Samantha Rose Padalino. Laura Nicole Bass. Gabrielle Morgan Darnell. Max Clayton Jernigan. Savannah Marie Davison. Carson Lee Adams. Crystal Danielle Adams. Trisha Marie Adams. Peyton Nicholas Adcock. Jacob Michael Andrew. Abby Dawn Andrews. Sierra Brooklyn Armstrong. Alexis Maylene Arnold. Juan Eduardo Badillo. Abigail Rose Baker. Thank you, Abby. Madison Ainsley Barber. Casey Allen Barnes. I do. Taylor Grace Barnes. Spencer Drake Baird. James Price Beck. Morgan Lynn Beckner. Tanner Scott Tate Brady. James Darrell Brotemarkle, Jr. Ashton Elizabeth Brown. Jonah Ryan Brown. Caden Heath Brown. Kobe Bryant Brown. Cheyenne Paige Burns. Bo Michael Carter. Jonathan Allen Carter. Madison Paige Carter. Russell Philip Carruthers. Tristan Chase Coburn. Andrew Thomas Cole. Ariel Page Cole. Kadra Dawn Cole. Brian Grant Coleman. Dara Elizabeth Colvin. Hayden Lee Cook. Michaela Cheyenne Ruth Cooper. Matthew Carlin Cooper. Eduardo Coronado. Easton Michael Courtney. Justin Mikhail Craig. Destiny Michelle Dancer. Cheney Morgan Maylin Davis. Misty Dawn Davis. Christian Eric Dice. Jenny Miriam Drake. Jonathan Bailey Drum. Brooke Elise Dwyer. Jarrett Wayne Ernest. Tyler Chad Eddington. Shauna Joanne Emmons. Tyler Joseph Epperson. Barnabas Jutik Arakrik. Kelly Shantae Irvin. Zachary William Evett. Cade Talon Faulkner. Nicholas Craig Ferris. Braden Tyson Finch. Samantha Danielle Faust. Cody Andrew Franklin. Desiree Dawn Freeman. Hannah Marie Freeman. Anna Paige Fryer. Davis Charlton Gibson. Nathan Blake Gomer. Natalie Ray Graham. Colton Avery Gray. Seth Michael Gray. Jordan Elizabeth Grooms. Caitlin Marie Hagemaker. Alexis Dawn Hale. Kayla Ann Hall. Tyler Stephen Hall. Valerie Jean Hall. Zachary Dallas Harrell. Peyton Cooper Hart. Bradley Michael Haas. Katie Ann Marie Head. Caleb Orland Hedger. Erin Danielle Henson. Gabrielle Levon Henson. Holly Ray Henson. Brittany Rose Heron. Clayton Alexander Hines. Michael Ray Hogan Jr. Lorena Catherine Hoggard. Joseph Ryan Horton. Kagan Wayne Howard. Andrew Wayne Hyde. Seth Logan Hymas. Colton Ray Heighton. Denzel Terrell Jackson. Ryan Brent Jackson. You're welcome. Claire Jeanette Johnson. Tanner Lee Johnson. Sarah Lynn Johnston. Cameron Cole Jones. Thank you. Joshua Lee Jordan. Kelsey Leanne Keeling. Anthony Lane Kelly. Andrea Lynn Lancaster. Randy Jared Langston. Bailey Page Ledford. Sunny Sierra Lee. Keisha Leanne Lewis. Cheyenne Joe Lyles. Madeline Starr Mace. Royce Anthony Mackey. Rayleigh Edward Malone. Alyssa Beth Manus. Casey Clinton Mangrum. Landon David Maxwell. Theron Allen McCammond. Cameron Dean McCullum. Maximilian Grant McCormick. Aubrey Lauren McFarland. Sierra Alexis McFarland. Levi Carson McMinn. Nicole Ellen Miller. Philip Eric Schuyler Miller. Dominique Nicole Mooneyhan. Aaron Niles Moore. Hannah Arminda Morgan. Kimberly Lewis Lynn Morgan. Michael Dell Mullinax. Kobe Wayne Hunter Myers. Bryson Lane Norwood. Anthony Robert O'Farrell. Lindsay Lee Olson. Sarah Rochelle Page. Tara Nicole Pangborn. Harrison Paul Parker. Noah Lee Parker. Sierra Nicole Perkins. Connor William Perrin. Freddie Jackson Pickney. Letha Kelly Renee Pieri. Elise Catherine Pindell. Haley Danielle Potter. Nathaniel James Story Powell. Kenneth James Prophet. Casey Hudson Pyatt. Kirsten Marie Raffinelli. Grant Aaron Register. Sydney Jacob Renfro. Alexander Levi Reynolds. Charles Walter Reynolds. Morgan Kate Richardson. Joseph Eugene Reidenhauer. Natalie Grace Ritter. Kenneth Blake Rogers. Zachary Morris Rollins. Reese McGuire Rule.
I'm getting your ear, sir. I'm getting your ear.
Haziel Ruiz. Madison Brooke Rush. Katie Sue Sanders. Echo Jade Sani. Peyton Lee Scudder. Yusuf Sadek Sharhan. Weston Reed Shelton. Christopher Brett Sickler. Autumn Ray Simmons. Chase Andrew Simmons. Addison Grace Simpson. Blake William Simpson. Haley Brooke Simpson. Madison Lee Sims. Mackenzie Linnell Sims. Brian Michael Stacy Smith, Jr. Evan Caleb Speaks. Jordan Aaron Stallcup. Sean Christopher Starr. Alexis Brianna Storms. Garrett Blake Stovall. Jackson Chandler Gage Sullins. Carissa Jolie Summit. Perla Merlene Tafola. Maria Fernanda Tapia. Cody Dale Taylor. Kaylee Renee Thacker. Dalton Scott Thompson. Hunter Lee Tidwell. Anthony Scott Tribelines. Maggie Leanne Turner. Alexandra Taylor Vines. Isabel Madeline Wallace. Connor Bryce Walters. Noah Allen Warmoth. Brooke Elaine Weaver. Brandon Lynn Webb. Ashlyn Nicole West. Alicia Ann Wheeler. Amber Nicole White. Megan Nicole Wilkerson. Luke Presley Williams. Luna Celeste Youngblood. Graduates, please stand. You may now turn your tassel. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present the Greene County Tech High School graduating class of 2018.